reply to some things. Don't reply. Just depend on how I feel, man. Uh, Today, y'all, I'm gonna talk about my Atlanta Falcons. Usually, man, these last few weeks I have not had nothing really good to say about my Falcons. So today, man, I really they won. I can't look. They won. So I gotta give them credit when credit is due, and I gotta show them love, bro. Like, cause usually when they get on, like they lose, I bash them. I talk mad shit, but I got some clips from the game last night, man, that I'm just like real proud of, man, and I'm so thankful that I don't know what the fuck got into Zach Robinson as an offensive coordinator, but somebody, I don't know, God just knocked that nigga over his head one day and just finally say get Kyle Pitts involved in the fucking offense. But he has finally got Kyle Pitts in the fucking offense and not running these simple ass middle school routes. He's put him in different positions and everything. And Kyle Pitts had one of the best tight end games of all time. He put himself I forgot the record that he broke or that he haven't like they haven't reached since 1996 with Shannon Sharp. I think it was a wide receiver reaching over 150 yards, and I forgot what the thing. I got to look it up, but I'm just proud of this man. Look, man, bro, just like I'm just ecstatic, bro. We had a real solid game, bro. Kirk Cousins looked good, bro, without a number one wide receiver, bro. Hell, I'm gonna say this: he ain't have really no wide receivers. Fuck a 1, 2, and 3. Kyle, I mean, if it really went for Kyle Pitts and B.J. Robinson and B. John Robinson, I really don't know what the fuck, who the fuck Kirk Cousins would have been able to throw to. David Stills did make a critical catch in the second. I mean, on that last drive, so I will give him that. But before that, I was gonna kill that motherfucker because he dropped the open. I'm gonna show the goddamn matter of fact. I'm gonna play. Well, I'm gonna play a positive video because I always play the negative. So let's play some more positive videos real quick. This is one of the touchdowns. Oh, this is I think the last touchdown they had to Kyle Pitts. I mean, just bro, it was a very interesting game, bro. Like I'm glad I stood up to watch it, stayed up to watch it because I didn't plan on watching that shit, and it was just a very exciting game, man. And we made the fucking field goal at the end, y'all. After three, this is our third kicker of the year, and we finally found a kicker that can execute when we need him to execute, man. And it was just an exciting game to watch, man. I know Tampa Bay is sick to their fucking stomach. Shout out to all the Tampa Bay fans too, and all the goddamn people that I know that's Tampa Bay fans, man. I know y'all sick. Even though I don't speak to y'all, I hope y'all sick as shit. I hope you sick to your motherfucking stomach. You know what I mean? And I really can't talk much shit because y'all still have a chance to make the playoffs, whatever. But it was just glad to see us execute and actually win. What's this? Yeah, that's the kid. So I'm gonna play Cal's picks Cal's picks press conference after the game and Raheem Moore's press
This
conference.
guy and I talked this week, and I said we're going to have to talk now from now on.
That's right.
You've really in the last 3 weeks. I think obviously tonight was a big night because of touchdowns, but you've been really stepping things up for your team, knowing that you had Drake was out and you needed to. Tell me about tonight though. 11 grabs, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
First, just thank God. It's kind of the competitive mindset. Just our brother went down and he's been out for a couple weeks, but it's my time to step up and fill in for him and do what I can for this offense to contribute to do what I get the ball down the field.
I mean, Kyle, you made catches with guys draped all over you. Decisions, the little option route you had where you got leverage to the inside, you bounced it back outside. Just tell me about your thought process and how dialed you were in.
Yeah, just this week, just studying film as much as I can. It was a short week, but it's a division opponent, so we kind of have a beat on them and play them twice a year. So just kind of whenever I get that chance, just go out there and win my matchup.
You and I talked about Tampa. I don't know what it is. I know you had good games against Jets. You've had a lot of good games. This is your first 100-yard game since your rookie year now. Yeah. Tell me about that and what is it about Tampa?
It's in due time. God's timing is everything, and today was a day, and it fell my way.
All right, tell me, you're a confident dude, you're a quiet guy, and you don't go around banging your chest and all this kind of stuff. But what does this do for you moving forward, thinking, you know what, I am all that?
I mean, it's great, and that's just always in the back of your mind as a competitor. And when we get these opportunities, especially on a prime time night, you got to show up and do prime time things.
Well, you did prime time stuff. Thank you, brother.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you, man.
So, like I said, man, and I'm gonna pull up the stats real quick before I get into the next video, man, because I really want to highlight the player stats real quick. Um, Kirk Cousins was 30 out of 44 for 373 yards and 3 touchdowns and 1 sack. Kirk Cousins, I have to give credit when credit is due. Kirk Cousins has been balling, like he has been on point. Even when in the games we have been losing, a lot of this shit have really been on Kirk Cousins. It's been drop balls. If them balls would have been catch it, things would have been a little different, man. As you see, Bijan Robinson had 19 carries for 93 yards. Tyler Ajay only had 2 carries, but solid for 2 carries, 18 yards. But so then we got Kyle Pitts who had 11 reception. I think he had 100 yards in the first half. So he had 11 reception for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I want all the Kyle Pitts haters to leave some comments and some praises for this man in my comments, because all fucking for the last I don't know how many years y'all been talking shit about Kyle Pitts, and I've been saying, bro, I watched this man in Florida. I knew what he could do, what he did with Kyle Trask, who was also on our practice squad right now. So I don't know how that's affecting a lot of things too, because Kyle Trask was with Kyle Pitts at Florida. But if you and we don't I don't know the communication of how Kyle Trask might be talking to Kyle Pitts and Kirk Cousins, or some things they could work on, how they could get Pitts involved. But they have gotten Pitts involved way more, and I know it's been like that since Drake London come back, and that's a key. When Drake London come back, I don't want them to fall off just getting back to just getting Drake London the ball. We got to figure out how to get all our playmakers involved, because Kyle Pitts is a fucking unicorn, bro. And when I said what I said, if you execute and put him, making him a main option in the fucking offense, he will execute, because he's that type of player. He's more of a finesse type player. You got to get him the ball. You got to get him involved for him to really be that playmaker that you need, because when he's not involved, he loses interest. AKA, mind you, I seen my little nephew go through the same thing in the game yesterday. Y'all out? Stephon, you out? All right, love you. Be good. All right, see you later. And then, like, that was just, man, like, and I'll speak on that game either, man, because I was proud. My nephew and his team lost yesterday, man, but it wasn't their fault. And I'll speak on that shit a little later, because that was some negative shit, and I don't want to be negative right now. But and then next right now you got Bijan Robinson, who has stepped up as another wide receiver for us with Drake London being out. So really, all I play these two right here has been our playmakers, Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson. Damn, I didn't even know David Sills had 6 catches. I'm gonna be so goddamn real. And I watched the first game. I don't even remember the 6 catches. I only remember one, and that's a shame. I don't even remember them. Well, yeah, I do. I remember, but I do remember this motherfucker costing us a fumble, almost costing us a fumble. Darnell Mooney needs to be cut. Like, if he's not a good second wide receiver, he's not even a good third to me, bro. For you to not to be like stepping up and our top wide receiver is out, and really you haven't done shit. I just feel like you a waste of roster spot, bro. And I don't understand why we haven't given Chris Blair or Nick Nash a chance, bro. Dylan Drummond and David Stills to me are not NFL wide receivers. But what I will say about David Stills, and my bro Jared did point this out to me, that motherfucker can run some routes. If that's the reason that nigga is in, I understand it. He gonna have to put some super glue. He need to go watch the Little Giants or something and do like the little black boy did in the Little Giants. Put some super glue on your fucking hands and get it together. Cause he almost really dropped the last ball. He almost stumbled. And I'm a matter of fact, let me see something. I think I got that video right. Let me stop sharing this real quick. Where that video at? Well, let me play the drop by first. So this is the one of the ones he dropped. Look at this shit. Right through your motherfucking hands, bro. And this ain't the first time I've seen like he's done this shit. He's been doing this shit all season long. But like I said, he did step up and make a critical catch at the end. So I will give him that. You going, Vaughn? All right, let me know. You know what I mean? So that was just, that could have been a touchdown for us. You feel me? We wouldn't even had to go through half of the shit we went through if we had that play. So now I'm also play Raheem Morris, who was so fucking excited. I guess he feel like he gonna keep his job, mind you. And I want the people in the chat, all my Atlanta Falcon fans, do y'all feel like Raheem Morris deserves another shot? Do you feel like if he come back next year that shit would be different? And if he does come back, who do y'all think? Do you think we should bring Kirk Cousins back?
A thrilling victory. Raheem, there's just so many things that went on in the game that were going against you. I know you can't really get in depth, and it's me talking. 18 penalties, only 3 on the other team. I mean, I got to get you to comment on that.
You know, everything about that is gray matter for us, man. You just keep playing. You don't control those things. You control what you can control, and that's all we can do. You know, you figure out how to not get those penalties, and the guys went out there and found a way to win that football game. We'll go clean those things up. Whatever we need to do, it is what it is.
All right, tell me about the resiliency of both sides of the football. You needed to make plays. You and I have talked about this throughout the season. Make plays. Now, you had a couple you missed, but when D. Alford needed to make a play, he made a play.
You know, the big part tonight was going out there and finish, and I love the way the guys finished. Going out there and get a pick, going out there getting a 4-minute stop on the defense side of the ball, going out there on offense, driving the ball down the field and getting us in position to score, going out there and getting us in position to score the first time, to put us in position to do those things. I just think it was an all-out effort across the board and kicking that thing at the end on special teams. What a great job by the guys.
You get a guy in David Sills who has an opportunity to catch and walk in on a touchdown. Perfect throw from Kirk. He drops the football. He doesn't let it affect him because he made 3 big catches down the stretch.
You know, comes back and he fights back. You stay with him. You remain resilient. And to watch him go out there and fight and make those plays, I couldn't be happier for him.
All right, tell me about your tight end. Kyle Pitts has a monster night. 11 catches, 166 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was the man today.
That's what Atlanta's been waiting for, man. And he showed out tonight. He gave us and showed us what he is and what he can be. All the things that we've been asking for, all the things that we push him to do, his ability to go out there and do those things and mentally stay strong and stay sharp for us was absolutely awesome.
All right, your last thing here for you. Your young pass rush came to play tonight. They flat got after Baker Mayfield, got him on the ground I think 4 times, but harassed him all night long.
You know, he did such a great job of getting after him, such a great job of getting him on the ground, especially a guy like Baker who is extremely tough to get on the grass. Those guys went out there and played their butts off.
All right, what's this win mean for you guys?
You know, it's everything for us. We talked about what our goals are for the rest of the season. We set winning last week, and they'll remain that for the next couple of weeks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope your goal is to figure out what the fuck you gonna do for next year if you gonna be back, dog. Cause some shit we gotta figure out some more stuff, bro. To get, cause we had 19 fucking penalties, and let me speak on that, bro. That's an undisciplined team, bro. If you ever, I remember in middle school during practice. I don't know which practice this was because I forgot. This was probably during this like before the season or during summer camp. And but when I say we was goddamn jumping outside so much at the point every time we jumped outside we had to do 10 push-ups and shit like that. Like it got to the point, bro, we did so many fucking push-ups. I ain't even want to deal with this shit no more. Cause we kept goddamn jumping outside. An undisciplined team, bro. That if you was playing a real like say a Patriot type team, maybe a Patriot, Chargers, any really, really, really good team, bro, and they would have executed back on them penalties, bro. We was really blessed and lucky to come out of this win with all the fucking penalties we had, because we was really shooting ourselves in the fucking foot last night, bro. With fumbles, Bijan had a costly fumble, even though he showed out last night. He had a costly fumble. We had some shit that, you know what I mean, that could have cost us the game. Jesse Bates had a pretty good game. James Pierce Jr. If you have been a subscriber to me before, and if you used to watch me, Q, back in the day, or just all me, Q, Jared, Nate, all of us on the shit we've been doing, you will see I was been talking about, I said either I wanted us to draft James Pierce Jr. or Mike fucking Green. Bro, I should be a scouting reporter, dog. Cause like I just sit back and watch shit, and then now everything I've been saying has unfolded, and now I get to talk all the shit I want. I love and you know how I feel about talking shit. I've been talking shit since I was younger, so it feels good when I'm able to talk shit. But nah, my bros also been right about Jalen Walker. They was right about Xavier Watts. He's been a stud too. I think Xavier Watts still got to work on some coverage. He be slipping in cover sometimes, just taking a few bad angles, but that could easily be worked on. He's still young. And then my favorite one is Billy Bowman, man. I miss Billy Bowman. But God, Jesus. Pray before I say this. We might have to bring back the offer. Dang. I can't believe I just said that on live. But and I know my nigga Cubot just probably rolling, laughing his ass off up there, bro. But yes, we gotta bring back D offer because honest, truthfully, D offer was our best corner defensive back last night. D offer made an interception, he made plays. AJ Terrell needs to fucking go, bro. I'm sick of seeing every fucking bro. Mike Evans is on his last fucking leg. He could be, bro. Like it didn't make no fucking sense for you to be getting burnt. You been getting burnt by this nigga since you came in the league, and he old as shit, leg problems, everything. He's still busting your ass, dog. This shit be unacceptable, bro. And Kobe Bryant, bro, I got much love for you, dog. I want to see you succeed, but I don't think it's gonna be with us. Cause the way you got burnt, bro, you got your ass belt to ass yesterday, bro. You just getting your ass burnt, bro. And I thank God that we was able to just to maintain and be able to fucking stay in the game without costing us the game with all the shit that you was caught. But he did make a key play on Mike Evans. I think he got Mike Evans injured and that fucked up something. But Mike Evans did come back. But the secondary just sorry, dog. It like from our cornerbacks, that shit is unfucking acceptable. And I need to know who the fuck is the defensive coordinator. I mean, our defensive back coach because this shit ain't working. Mike Evans, I mean not Mike Evans, Mike Hughes sucks. Kobe sucks. And they ain't even gave Chris Henderson a goddamn try. And I'm like, why the fuck would you bring him up out the practice squad and you ain't even gonna give him a chance to play in here? I would like to see what the fuck he can do. Because we ain't got nobody that can really cover on our team no more. AJ Terrell to me, I've said this before, he's decent when he wanna be. But to me, I feel like we need to draft. I wish we could have got Chris Gonzalez in the draft when it was a few years back, but or like a what's the dude from Denver, Patrick Satan, I believe that's his name, the second. Like somebody like that, bro. We need a real solid or Derek Stingley, bro. When Derek Stingley was at LSU, bro, I think I texted Jared or one or Q. I said, bro, this bro, when he was a freshman at LSU, I said, bro, he's the best fucking cornerback right now I seen. He's the second in the NFL right now. Like, bro, if I could really do this scouting shit, dog. Feel me? Like we been playing ball, like we really know talent. Like me and my crew really know talent. Like all the shit we been saying is coming together. Brandon Doris had his 7 sack. Like, bro, we've been talking about Brandon Doris on here for I don't know how fucking long. You get me? So all the shit that we talking about is coming into play, bro. You gotta understand the game. You gotta understand talent, and you gotta watch how they play and what like best ways to make them execute and how they can execute. You feel me? Um, the refereeing sucked last night. I don't know what the fuck they was on last night, but I'm just blessed, man, that we came out of that game and won, bro. I'm gonna play a few more clips from the game. What's this one? This is one of the first. Okay, so this is the first touchdown by Kyle Pitts. I mean, just had a solid game, bro. Like, not even solid, excellent fucking game, bro. Showed out. But what I will tell Kyle Pitts we gonna have to work on is the fucking celebration dance, bro. Cause every time he get in the end zone, he be doing some crazy ass dances that I just be like, bro, what the fuck is you doing, family? James Pierce Jr. another fucking sack, 6 weeks in a fucking row. And my bro Jared said if he put when he put get in that weight room, put some weight on, oh, it's gonna be trouble. And I believe him, bro, because he's gonna be trouble for the next few years, bro. I really think that we didn't found our defensive ends players. Like we haven't had a great defensive end since John Abraham. And we talking about that's like maybe 15 years ago, bro. Like we haven't had a defensive end like this. I'm not even gonna put Vic Beasley in this because I never like even Vic Beasley had that one good year and he had a solid year after that. I just feel like James Pierce Jr. is gonna be more solid than that. I really think he's gonna be more better than Vic Beasley was, and he's just gonna be solid. So this was a controversial that tight end. I mean, this was a controversial. They was questioning this touchdown right here. And like I told my bro Nate, they can't overturn this shit because they called it on the field a touchdown, and you don't have enough evidence to really say that he was out or in. So once you call it on the field, I said fuck that shit. If they was gonna overturn this shit, but I was gonna throw my fucking phone, bro. Like that shit, I was just glad the referees did they fucking job. They was right what they did on this. They called it right. It was a touchdown. I believe it was a touchdown. And this is my last video. What Bijan? Bijan is a fucking like I can't even explain all Madden type player, bro. Like he's a fucking cheat code. Like and I just wish, bro, like I wish, bro, if we had better coaching, Bijan would be in his first playoffs right now. We'd be headed probably to getting like trying to get ready for the playoffs. We just need better coaching. And that's why I get why I say I don't know if we need to bring back Raheem Morris or do we need to fire him and find a better coach. When you look at a Ben Johnson or a Mike Vabro, whatever his name is, at New England, or just some of these coaches that we had interviewed and that's doing good right now and with other teams, you be like, damn, what would have been if we had hired them? And what would our office would have been if we hired them? Mind you, I believe Raheem Morris could be a good defensive coordinator. I just don't know if he could really lead the team for a whole full 17 season. It's just been too much problems, too much chaos. But what I will give him this is you have to give him credit for these people still fighting. Like, even though the last game they gave up, they came back this game and still fought without no wide receivers. Because I'm not counting Darnell Mooney, David Seals, or Drummond as a fucking wide receiver. I don't know what the fuck they are, but they are not to me wide receiver. They just sorry. But you had like, and you still throw for, like I said, Kirk Cousins still threw for 370 some yards, and they had a stellar game, bro. So like, you got to give credit what credit is due. Baker Mayfield, bro, I don't know what the fuck you gonna do, but you costing your team, bro. Like he look like the old Baker Mayfield. He's looking like the old Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, what did he have? So he only had one interception. He was 19 out of 37 for 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 5 fucking sacks. Look at these sacks, bro. We have become a fucking sack machine. If we do fire Raheem Morris, we gotta bring back our defense coordinator, bro. Cause we ain't never had no like we ain't been like no sack team like this in a long time. So I'm thinking, bro, that and I know our owner. His soft ass have too much of a heart. He ain't like me. I'm cold hearted than a mother. I'll fire your ass during the middle of the season. I'm just like that. But I just feel like, you know what I mean, they're gonna give Raheem Morris another chance, especially with the quarterback situation and all the like injuries that we have on offense this year. And with the team still fighting, I still see that all right, they haven't given up on him. They're still playing for him and whatever, whatever. So in this, the NFC South is always up for grab. Like ain't no real like no team that you're gonna be like, okay, this is the team that's gonna always be number one in this NFC South. It's always a fight, and usually it's between 2 or 3 teams every year. This year's Carolina and Tampa, but if we get a solid, that's why I say if we going to bring back Raheem Morris, we might as well bring back Kirk. I know Nate keep talking about we didn't pay him this much, this is that. That's the point I feel like we should bring him back. We already done paid the nigga. Shit, we might as well put his ass to work. I'm not finna pay you, then you go somewhere else, and he still got what 2 more years left on his contract, bro. This only his second year with us. He still got 2 more. He signed a 4-year, $100 million contract. Bring his ass back. Let Michael Penix Jr. recover, do what he do. Bring because, like I said, Kurt ain't been playing bad. Motherfucker just been dropping the ball. They finally caught the ball, been doing their thing. Kyle Pitts really been balling, the only one balling out, but he been like. I think we should bring Kurt back. And I know people like you sound like a fucking hypocrite because you don't even really fuck with Kurt. Yes, I know that. But you got to think, we don't have a first round draft pick. So if we let Kurt go, we're gonna be looking for a quarterback. That means we're gonna have to spend either a draft pick or we're gonna have to sign somebody and spend more money on bringing a fucking quarterback in when we got too many fucking holes we need to fix. And that them cornerbacks need to fucking go. I know and we still need another linebacker. I get at that. I do still need another linebacker because Debo, and he cool and everything, but like I fuck with Debo, but We do need another linebacker. I like my defense tackles. I like Brandon Doors. I'm not cool on Ruka like that. Um, David Omata had an okay game. I don't know what Kevin Streets was, but they was solid. Whatever. London had I think London had a sack as well. So I'm not really too, you know what I mean. We need to sign. Go ahead, sign Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts deserve his money from this year. He's showing you what can happen if you put him inside the offense. If you make him a focal point of the offense. Mind you, I know we got Drake London. We're gonna have to figure out and B. John Robinson and Tyler Jill. We're gonna have to find out how to use our weapons better. That's something if we're gonna bring back this coaching staff, they're gonna have to figure this shit out. Mind you, it is their first year together as far as the well, no, it's not. This